Miss Kitty has a really important announcement. Happy Pride! Hello and welcome to my cat calendar series where I'm making a cat illustration for every month of the year until I have enough to make a calendar. This is June and happy Pride Month, guys. So this month we are going to be working on June's cat illustration, and I don't know, I have a bit of an idea of what the theme might be, but let's get right into it. So I was going through Pinterest as one does when looking for inspiration, and I was really thinking about how we're 5 cat illustrations deep. What have I not explored yet? And I want to continue to push myself and get out of my comfort zone, and so I really want to try and attempt to do some kind of action pose, because I just feel like June is, at least for me, like really the month where it starts to get warm. It starts to be kind of like outdoor season. I'm getting out, I'm doing more activities, I'm being more active, and so I just thought that that would translate really well into an action pose of some kind, and also doing something that really scares me. So I started by looking at all of, these action poses of cats. Cats have great shape. I love the way that their bodies look, so I think that it could be really fun to try and do something with that. And then, of course, I'm thinking about Pride Month, because it's June, it's Pride Month. It relates to me specifically because I am gay, so I wanted to try and incorporate subtly, not super overtly, like themes of Pride Month. So I'm almost picturing like a cat running on a rainbow, something really fun and whimsical. And then I was like, what else haven't I done? And I've been really inspired by a creator on YouTube. I will put her YouTube channel right here. She's been making these things called A Journal a Day Keeps the Stress Away, and it's all like paper art craft stuff, and it's been really inspiring me. And so I recently got a bunch of colorful, fun paper. I've used some of it already, but I would love to make a paper cutout illustration. I think that I've been like teetering on that idea for like since the beginning of this series, but I think that I've been really inspired by this creator who, for the life of me, can't remember their name, but I will tag them because they're super cool and you should totally check out her art. It's awesome. Been very inspired by that, so I think I want to try, and I've got all this fun paper, so that is also kind of what I'm thinking. So we'll get into some thumbnail sketching now. Before starting the thumbnails, I really wanted to just sketch cats in different action poses to warm up. It's definitely not something that I do all the time, and so I'm not as comfortable. So I just wanted to get a couple poses out of the way to help start that brainstorming process. Now moving on to the thumbnails, I started with kind of the first thing that came to my mind, which would be a cat sliding down a long rainbow. And then I took that idea and I was like, what if he was on his back? Did not like that. And then I remembered an old sketch that I did where cats were chasing each other, and I was like, that is like the perfect thing that I'm looking for. Now, it won't be exactly the same, but I think it's a good place to start. Okay, so I really like this sketch because it reminds me so much of something I did in this sketchbook. This is 2 sketchbooks ago. Let me see if I can find it. This is the sketchbook where I really started to kind of explore my cats, and this was really when I was like, maybe I can do something with this. Here it is. Okay, so I don't want it to be like an exact one for one of this one, obviously, but I do really love like the motion and like the action of this. I think this is the only time that I have ever attempted cats running, and then I haven't done anything like this since then, because I think I was like, I've done it so well, like I don't know how I'm ever going to do it better than this, but we are going to attempt that with this. But, you know, this is really loose. So I think what we're going to do is try and clean this up and make a little bit more of a defined sketch before going straight into the illustration. It's times like these where I wish that I could take this and scale it down on my iPad. All right, we're just gonna keep going. I just remembered I'm going to be attempting to make this out of paper. So I might need to curb my expectations about how many cats we can have in this. Otherwise, it might get a little complicated. I think that one cat is gonna be cute and probably will be the simplest, and with the dimensions that I'm working in, probably make the most sense. I don't want the cat to get so small that it's going to be really difficult for me to cut them out in paper, and also I don't want to like lose the character. So that's going to be my excuse for not drawing another cat, but I'm liking this pose. I based it very heavily off of, you know, this running cat because, like I said before, I feel like I just really captured the motion, and so why not reuse it, you know? I think I'm liking this. Oh my goodness, these could not have come at a better time. Now, if you have been watching my videos, you guys know I'm kind of obsessed with the tempera paint sticks. These are my, well, this was the first set that I ever got. This is like their basic beginner set. They have so many versions and so many colors. When I heard that they had a pastel set, I had to get them. Now, this is not sponsored. I don't know. Just thought I should say that. It's not an ad. Nobody paid me to buy these or sent these to me for free. Whatever. I just really like them, and I think they're really awesome. They're just really easy to use, and I'm really excited to have more colors. Now that we have these, I think I'm ready to do some color comps for our illustration. Hello and welcome back to my floor. As you can see, I have done a little bit of work on our sketch here, and the reason I've done this instead of bringing it into Procreate and doing it there is because, I mean, I only have so many colors of paper, and I kind of think it might just be better to go into this with an idea of what I want my background to look like, because I'm gonna do the background with a mix of the tempera paint sticks that I just got and paper, but the cat and I think this main rainbow are all going to be paper. So it's going to be a little bit mixed media, which I love. So this is the paper that I'm going to be applying everything to. I'm not going to do like a sketch on this paper. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make the background the way that I want it. And then when that's done, we'll come back with paper and we'll draw the shapes onto the different paper that we want to use to create the cat. You guys will see. You'll see. So for some reason, my camera stopped filming after a little while, and I didn't notice. So this is the finished background. I just continued to go in with different textures to try and build up the depth of the background, but I'm pretty happy with this. It almost feels like a dreamy, like, pool, like if you were looking at the sky through the water. I don't know. I'm really into it, so we're gonna keep going. Well, all of the reasons I have never done a paper cutout illustration immediately became apparent as I started to make the rainbow. Now, is this the most efficient or smartest way to do this? Absolutely not. Is it the only way I could think of how to do it at the time? Yeah, I don't know why. I'm like piecing it together like a puzzle. I'm sure that there were smarter ways to do this, but it ends up being what I need it to be. So I'm trying really hard with this project to also not buy what I don't need. And that goes for like the entire series as a whole. I want to try and push myself to use different art materials, mostly because I have so many art materials in my house that I just don't use from, the 4 years of being in school, and then the rest of the time that I've been out of school, just sometimes buying like new art supplies on a whim and then not using it. So I have limited colors of paper, and I'm trying to use what I have so that I don't need to go out and buy new paper, because art supplies is getting pricey. Like, it was already expensive, but it can get really expensive, especially at Michael's or like other places. And that's why I was so excited when I found there was like this secondhand art store that I went to. And that's where I found all of this like colorful patterned paper. And it was literally like, I think it was $1 for 5 sheets. And I got 10, so it was like $2 for all of this paper. I should have gotten more. I should have bought like 50 sheets of paper. I'm regretting not getting more, because I'm almost like wishing that I had gotten more solid colors from that place, because I have so many patterns, but not a lot of variety in solid color. Anyway, so right now I am working on the face of the kitty, and I'm just spending a little bit of time doing my favorite part, because at this point, cutting out all these tiny little pieces is stressing me out, so I needed to do something that was going to make me happy. I am starting on the eyes, which is always my favorite part because it really brings the character to life, and I can kind of let that lead me into, who is this cat? Who is this cheerful little guy? And I'm already loving it. Like, this is not a face that I would ever make on my own without having this patterned, like, stripy paper to add to it. Now I'm getting the body drawn out, just kind of using the head as an anchor. I'm lightly sketching and then cutting out my shape. And I'm pretty excited about using this stripy paper for the whole body. I think it's going to be very cute. For the tail, I just decided to freehand it. And when I'm watching Meg's videos, the person who does the Journal a Day Keeps the Stress Away videos that inspired me to make a paper illustration, she freehands all of it, which is really impressive, and she makes it look very easy. And so when I was cutting out the tail, I was like, this will be easy to just freehand. It's just like a curvy shape. That was still really challenging, and I had to go back a couple of times to reshape it. And then I used the orange from the stripiness to create the stripes of the tail, which I thought were pretty cute. Okay. So here is our kitty. I think that I'm ready to place her. That looks good. Let's do this. So with that, I'm finished with the illustration for June. Guys, this is so exciting. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think that I definitely, after doing this, would probably do a couple things differently just with the paper cutout part, but I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I think it looks really cute, and honestly, it's really perfect for June. This also means that we are halfway through this series, which is crazy to think about because that means we are halfway through the year, which is wild because I feel like it was just New Year's, but now we have 6 months left until the end of this year, which is really exciting. So let me know in the comments down below, like, what month has been your favorite so far and which ones you're looking forward to for the rest of the series. I am personally very excited for October. One, because it's my birthday, and also because it's Halloween, and that is one of my favorite holidays. So thank you guys so much for watching all of these videos. I mean, 6 videos in, that's pretty exciting. We have done so many different kinds of cats, and we still have so many more to do. But if you liked this video and you haven't checked out the other ones, I will link the playlist for all the videos, and I'll see you guys back here in July. Bye!